I don't think this comes as a surprise to any of us at all because we saw it coming. We knew delays were happening. The only question was when, and inevitably those delays have now officially come to fruition as Marvel Studios and Disney just announced a bunch of delays. Disney not only delayed a bunch of Marvel movies, but also some Avatar movies and some Star Wars films as well. I don't know if they delayed any like Disney or Pixar movies. But of course, in this video, we're going to be talking specifically about the Marvel Studios MCU movies that were delayed and affected by these delays. Because there's a lot here. Literally, all of our next upcoming MCU films, minus the Marvels, which comes out this year, everything 2024 and forward has been pushed back. Now, some may look at this as this is terrible because now we have to wait longer for these movies. But if you look at it on the other hand, it's also meaning that they're taking more time to get these movies put together the right way. Quality over quantity. That's what we've been asking for, especially after phase 4. So hopefully that is what's actually being taken into account now. Of course, also another factor in this is the writer's strike and possibly an actor's strike, which may be happening sometime soon as well. So Hollywood's kind of all over the place right now. A lot of stuff is getting delayed, but this I think is definitely a good thing. And there's some really interesting shakeups right here. Like probably the most surprising thing to come out of this is Deadpool 3. So Deadpool 3 was not supposed to release until November of 2024. So that would be November of next year. But now this movie, instead of being delayed, has actually instead been pushed up and will now release on May 3rd, 2024. Meaning that after the Marvels, aka Captain Marvel 2, which comes out this November, Deadpool 3 is the next MCU movie, which is like, that just sounds absolutely insane because this movie feels like something that should be so far away, but literally it comes out less than a year from now, which is crazy because I think I don't know if they've officially started filming yet, but they're definitely going to start filming soon. And the things we have been hearing about this movie are crazy and sound so awesome. I'm so hyped up and excited for Deadpool 3. So it's really exciting that we get to see this film even sooner now. Now, after that, the film that actually Deadpool is taking the place of is Captain America Brave New World. Of course, originally titled New World Order. It's recently renamed as Brave New World. This movie was supposed to release on May 3rd, 2024, but now it's been moved up to August 26th, 2024. So about a 3-month delay right there. I mean, it would have been cool if it came out. I know people wanted it in May for Memorial Day and all that stuff. July would have been cool as well because, the 4th of July, Independence Day. Of course, that works pretty well with Captain America. But August, it's still a summer release date, so that's pretty good. And the kind of, we don't know if it's definitely connected. I wouldn't call it a sequel, or maybe kind of a little bit of a spin-off, is The Thunderbolts. This movie was supposed to come out a few months after Captain America 4 in July originally, and now this movie is going to release actually in December. So that is an even bigger gap between these movies. And also this makes Thunderbolts now only the second ever MCU movie to release over the holidays, aside from Spider-Man No Way Home. Of course, that released on December 17th, 2021. And now Thunderbolts is going to be releasing on December 20th, 2024. So just a few days before Christmas. We don't know a whole lot about this movie, but I do feel like this might be a good kind of holiday Christmas film, possibly. And this is another one that has actually been heavily affected by the writer's strike. They were supposed to get filming very extremely soon, but now production has been delayed, so the movie has been delayed as well. And the next film up on this slate is Blade. Marvel Studios' Blade. Man, this movie has gone through a lot behind the scenes. There's been many issues. So this Blade movie was supposed to release in November of 2024, I believe. Or maybe I think it was September, actually. So it was supposed to release in September. Now it's been delayed to February 14th, 2025. So it's been pushed all the way to the next year, which, again, they haven't started filming yet. And things are not great behind the scenes, so I think this is definitely the right move to make, and that actually took the place of Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four, which was originally supposed to release on February 14th, which actually that now means that Blade is coming out on Valentine's Day 2025. Fantastic Four has now been slipped into May 2nd, 2025, which I think is just a better release date for this anyway, because I mean, Fantastic Four, that's a really big movie, it's going to be a really big film, so why release it in February? I mean, February isn't a bad release date. I mean, Black Panther had huge success there, but I just think it deserves the summer movie season kickoff date like May 2nd, just like how Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 got that. So I'm really happy with this one. I think it really deserves that May release date. So May 2nd, 2025. And of course, that brings us to our next two Avengers movies, which this has been the biggest thing that we knew for sure these movies were getting delayed. Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars. Especially, you know, we don't know what's going on with Jonathan Majors right now, so who knows how that's affecting things. But both of these films have basically been pushed back a whole year. The Kang Dynasty was supposed to release on May 2nd, 2025, which is where Fantastic Four is now releasing. And this movie will now release on May 1st, 2026. While Secret Wars now jumps from May 1st, 2026 to May 7th, 2027. So yes, they have both been delayed officially by a whole entire year. Which, again, it makes sense, because these are big movies, and the fact that if Kang Dynasty released in May of 2025, it would literally release in 2 years, and that would mean they would have to start filming by the end of this year, and they are nowhere close to doing that, like, at all. So that's it's a smart move. It does kind of ruin the whole, like, 2025 is going to be a peak movie for superhero films, because of course we were supposed to get Kang Dynasty, we're getting Superman Legacy, The Batman Part 2, Fantastic Four, so we lose our Kang Dynasty from there, but I feel like another Marvel movie may be getting delayed very soon. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, supposed to come out next year, but I feel like that may be delayed into 2025, so that could boost up the year's superhero films as well. But the other thing you might want to mention and point out here, so this is the slate that we're looking at right now with our MCU films. If you look at Phase 6 right down here specifically, you got Blade, you got Thunderbolts, those are 2024, and then you got Fantastic Four 2025, but then after that you got a whole year in between that and Kang Dynasty, as well as a whole year between that and Secret Wars. So there are other films in Phase 6 that will be coming out between those three films. What are they? We do not know for sure. I feel like they'll probably be announced officially at San Diego Comic-Con this summer. I mean, obviously, there's a whole bunch of rumors and theories about what they could be. Could it be Shang-Chi 2, a Doctor Strange 3, an Eternals 2, maybe even a new project like Silver Surfer or Nova, or maybe some sort of X-Men thing. You never know. But definitely something I just wanted to point out right there. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like I said, there's some huge delays as well as some bumping up like we have here with Deadpool 3, which is super exciting. But this right here is the slate we're looking at for Marvel Studios and the MCU for both Phase 5 and 6 over these next couple years. Like I said, I think this is a good thing. As much as it sucks we have to wait longer, I think it's for the better. So I'm really excited to see these projects when they do eventually come out. And again, we should be getting some major announcements this summer at San Diego Comic-Con. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.